Okay, you see the example number 22. Mr. X has purchased a vehicle. Mr. X purchased a vehicle on 1/4/2002 on hire purchase system. He purchased a vehicle on 1/4/2002 on hire purchase system and agreed to pay the installments as follows. He agreed to pay the installments as follows. You see here. Date of agreement is 1/4/2002 and payment he made like this. Date of installment is 30th June 2002, 10,800. 30th September, 10,600. 31st December, 10,400. And 31st March 2003, 10,200. These are the 4 installments paid. Okay. And the vendor charges interest at 8% per annum. Rate of interest is 8% per annum. Rate of interest is 8% per annum on unpaid balance of cash price. Mr. X depreciated asset 10% per annum. Rate of depreciation is 10% per annum, reducing balance method. Means diminishing balance method. Okay, the accounts are closed on 31st March every year. You have to close the account on 31st March every year. Ascertain the cash price of the asset and pass the journal entries in the books of X Company Limited. Okay, you see here, date of agreement is 1/4/2002. 1/4/2002 is the date of agreement. Okay, and on the date of agreement, any amount is paid or not? You tell me, anyone.
No.
Is there any amount paid on the date of agreement?
No.
No.
Sir.
So there is no cash down. Okay, cash down is not given the problem. And whatever payments made are there, all are the installments. Then second point, you tell me, is there cash price in the problem?
No, sir.
Then what is the rate of interest? Rate of
8%.
interest, 8%.
8%.
8% only, or is there any meaning in that 8%?
Unpaid balance of cash.
Unpaid balance, and it is per annum is there. Per annum means 8% per annum. Per annum means for 1 year. Remember this. What is there? 8% per annum. Per annum means for 1 year 8%. The meaning of this is 8 rupee interest for rupees 100 for 1 year. Per annum means. Okay. Then you see here. What is the difference between the date of agreement and first installment? What is the period? What is the period between date of agreement and date of first installment payment? Anyone
3 months.
Huh?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. 3 months period is there. You know, what is the period between first installment and second installment? Period between first installment and second installment.
3 months. 3 months. 3 months.
3 months. What is the period between second and third installment?
3 months.
3 months. What is the difference period between third and fourth installment?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. Okay. So the problem indicates that installments are paid at the end of every 3 months. Am I right? Installments are paid at the end of every 3 months. Okay. Installments paid at the end of every 3 months. ಪ್ರತಿ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೊಮ್ಮೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್.
Sir.
Okay, so the Interest per annum is here. So this interest is to be converted for 3 months. You have to convert it into 3 months. Yesterday I converted the interest to 6 months. Yesterday problem half yearly was there. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿನ 6/12 ತಗೊಂಡಿನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹಾಫ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋಬ್ರಿ ನೆನಪಿದ್ದಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಾ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇತ್ತು 6/12 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ yesterday problem was half yearly so I taken the 6/12 and here is the 3 months period. So you have to take the 3 months interest. That means you convert this 8% into 3 months period, 3 months interest. Okay. So we solve the problem. Then which method of interest calculation applicable? Which method of interest calculation will you apply here? First method, second method. Okay, second method you see here. Date, installment, interest, principal, depreciation. These are the columns. Okay. First you write the date of first installment. There is no cash down. First amount paid is on 30th June 2002, 10,800. Second installment paid on 30th June 2002, 10,600. Third installment 31st 12/2002, 10,400. Fourth installment on 31st March 2003, 10,200. Okay, this is the installment paid. The next is you have to convert. Annual rate of interest is 8%. You see this carefully. Annual rate of interest is 8%. Then what is the rate of interest for 3 months? Anyone tell me what is the rate of interest for 3 months? This is the rate of interest for 1 year. 1 year rate of interest is 8%. What is the rate of interest for 3 months? You use your common sense and common calculation and tell me what is the rate of interest for 3 months?
2%.
2%. What is your name? Please mute your audio and you sit in a silent place. Is it 8%? Sorry, 2% or any other answer? %8 is interest for 1 year. What is the interest for 3 months?
2%.
2%, right? So you calculate it before going to calculation of interest. You see here, 8% is the interest for 1 year. Then quarterly interest. Quarterly means 3 months. Quarterly means 3 months. 3 months rate of interest is 8 is the annual rate into 3/12. 3/12 is equal to 2%. Okay, 2%. Now you calculate the interest. So last installment is 10,200. 10,200 into 2/102. Am I right or wrong? $10,200 is the last installment. Rate of interest is 2 divided by 102. Right or wrong? ಏನ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು 8 divided by 108 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಬಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ರೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ 2% ಐತಿ 3 months ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. So rate of interest is 2% divided by 100 plus 2. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ rate of interest ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ಬರಿತೇವೆ. If the rate of interest is 10%, 10 divided by 102. 10. If the rate of interest is 5%, 5 divided by 105. If the rate of interest is 20%, you write 20 divided by 120. Remember this. Don't write always 110. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 110 ಬರ್ಕೋತ ಹೋದಿರಿ ಕಾಯಂ. ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನ 100 ದಾಗ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ತೆಳಗ್ ಬರ್ರಿ. ಇದು 2% ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಲಿ ರೇಟ್ 2% ಬಂದೈತಿ. Okay, so interest is 200. 10,200 minus 200 is 10,000. 10,000 plus 10,400. What is total? 20,400. 20,400 into 2 by 102. Interest is 400. So principal is 10,000. 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,600. Totally 30,600. 30,600 divided into 2 by 102 is equal to 600. Is equal to 600. Okay, so 10,600 minus 600 is equal to 10,000. Then 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000. I'll take in the first. In the first also I have taken the amount. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 plus 10,800 is equal to 10,000, 40,800 into 2 divided by 102 is equal to 800. For the first also I calculated the interest because it is not a cash down. Remember this point. Idu cash down alla. Cash down idra na bidtidni. Idu cash down alla ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಿಂದ interest calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸರಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Don't calculate interest on the amount paid on date of agreement. This point you remember carefully. ಸರಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Date of agreement ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ interest calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Late payment ಇದ್ದರೆ interest calculate ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. Okay. Now you take the total. Total installment column is 42,000. Then interest is 2,000. Principal is 40,000. Okay. Then anyone tell me where I have to calculate depreciation here. Now depreciation yearly calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. When the year ends. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Yesterday I told to you people. In depreciation is calculated at the end of the year. End of the year. Then when this year ends.
31st/3/2003.
31st/3/2003.
3.
31st March 2003. Okay. So this year ends. Year started on 1st April 2002 and ends on 31st March 2003. Therefore, I have to calculate interest on 31st March 2003. And cash price total is 40,000. Cash price is 40,000. On this 40,000, rate of depreciation is 10%. 10% is the rate of depreciation. So you calculate this. You see here. First column 0, second column 0. I will not calculate depreciation in the first line. I will not calculate the depreciation in the second line. I will not calculate depreciation in the third line also, because these are the dates before the end of year. So year end date is 31st March 2003, and here I calculate the depreciation. So 40,000 into 10 divided by 100 is equal to 4,000. Then what is the value? Remaining value? What is the balance?
36,000.
36,000. Only once you have to calculate depreciation, because this is only 1 year information. ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ವರ್ಷ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then they asked to write the journal entry. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು? ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರಿ ಅಂದರು. In the books of purchaser. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡೌನ್ ಎರಡು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಒಂದ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎರಡು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಒಂದ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡೌನ್ 2 entry, one installment 2 entry. Okay. And depreciation 1 entry for 1 year. Remember this point. Depreciation entry is only one for 1 year. And last transfer entry is also only one for 1 year. You remember here, two entry for one installment. Once again, I'm telling, two entry for one installment and two entry for cash down, journal entry. Okay. Then one entry for depreciation in 1 year. One entry for transfer of depreciation and P&L account. Can anyone tell me how many entries you have to make here? Journal entries. ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತಾವು? ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದಾವು? ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು? ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಐತಿ? How many year information is given for you? Whatever table is here, this table is related with how many years?
1 year.
Only 1 year. Okay, only 1 year information is there. In 1 year, how many entries you pass for depreciation? Depreciation entry. Only one depreciation, one transfer entry. Okay. One transfer entry, one depreciation entry. Then how many installments are here? How many installments?
4.
Then for one installment, 2 entry. For 4 installments, how many entries will you write?
8 entries.
8 plus 2. Total entry.
10.
10 journal entry you have to pass.
4.
Okay. You see here. For the first
2 for the 8.
8.
10.
Total 10. Okay. For this entry to 30th June 2002. Please mute your audio. Please mute your audio. It is disturbing. 30th June 2 entry, 30th September 2 entry, 31st December 2 entry, 31st March 2 entry. Total 8 entry. 8 entry buried. Then depreciation 1 entry, transfer entry 1. Total 10 entry. Okay. Any doubt? ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಗಳು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದಾವ. ನೀವು ಬಾಯ್ಪಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ನಾನು. Now you see the journal entries in the books of Mr. X. Date, particular, amount. Journal entry for the first two installment. 30th June 2002. Vehicle account debtor, interest account debtor to hire vendor. Hire vendor. Okay, first entry. Being installment due. So vehicle is 10,000, interest is 800, total is 10,800. Then second entry is for payment. If you pay the amount, installment, debit the creditor, credit the asset. Hire vendor account debtor to cash account. Being installment paid. 10,800, 10,800. Clear? Same entry you copy. You don't wire this. You use these two entries are common. Only you change the amount. 30th/9/2002. Vehicle account debtor, interest account debtor, hire vendor account. Being interest installment due 10,600 interest, total 10,600. Second installment. Then payment of second installment, hire vendor account debtor to cash account. Being installment paid 10,600, 10,600. Okay. Then come to the next. Third installment. Third installment, you write the date, then vehicle account debtor, interest account debtor to hire vendor account. Being third installment due. Third installment due 10,400. Sorry. 10,000 10,000 asset, 400 interest, total 10,400. Installment due, third installment due. And for payment, higher vendor account debtor to cash account, being installment paid, 10,400, 10,400. It is 10,400, not 10,000. 10,400, 10,400 installment paid. Then you write the date. Date is 31st/12/2002. Third installment paid. ಮತ್ತೆ 6 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದಾವ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು 6 ಭಯಪಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಬೇಡ ಎರರೇ. ಒಟ್ಟ 2 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದಾವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋರಿ, 2 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದಾವ. ಒಂದು ಡ್ಯೂ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ಟ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ 6, 20 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಭಯಪಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡೌನ್ 2 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಭಯಪಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಭಯಪಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ 1, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ 1. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡೌನ್ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಬರ್ತಾವ 2 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅವಾಗ 2 ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರೆಯೋದ. ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಆಂತರ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋ. Then you come to this next one. Fourth installment, vehicle account debtor, interest account debtor to higher vendor account, being installment due, 10,000 installment, asset 200 interest, total 10,200. Payment entry, higher vendor account debtor to cash account, 10,200 debit, 10,200 credit. Installment payment alu. The next entry is for depreciation. Depreciation account debtor to vehicle account. Vehicle account, being depreciation charged, 4,000 debit, 4,000 credit. Last entry is for transfer. P&L account debtor, P&L account debtor to interest account, to depreciation account. Okay. Then you transfer the depreciation and interest. Now you tell me what is the total interest for the year. You have to take the total interest from the above entry. ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ? Yes, total interest you have to take. Total interest of 1 year you have to take. Depreciation is being depreciation interest transferred. P&L account debited 6,000. I debit 6,000 P&L account. Interest 2,000. How I taken this 2,000? This 2,000 interest is for 1 year. Interest from first installment, interest from second installment, interest from third, interest from fourth installment. From all the 4 installments, whatever interest is there, you take. Then depreciation is only 4,000. So 4,000 plus 2,000, 6,000. Okay, total is 94,000. In this way, you complete the journal entry. Okay. This is the point problem based on journal entry, quarterly base. Half yearly, half yearly buried. Clear? Any doubt? Next problem. You see the next problem. A acquired the machine on 1/1/1996 under hire purchase system for 5 years, half yearly installment. Half yearly installment. Half yearly installment is there. 6,000 each. The first installment is being paid on 1/7/96. You see here, what is the date of agreement? When asset acquired, what is the date of acquiring the asset?
1/1/1996.
96. Then when the first amount is paid?
1996.
1/7/96. Okay, so On the date of agreement, is there any payment? On the date of agreement, there is no payment. There is no payment, therefore, there is no cash down. So 5 half-yearly installments. They told that 5 half-yearly installments. 5 half-yearly installments you have to calculate. 5 half-yearly. Assuming the rate of interest is 10%. Calculate the cash price of the machine. They ask to calculate the cash price. This is a 5 marks question. This is a 5 marks question. In this problem, there is no cash price. Rate of interest is given. Which method is applicable?
Second method.
Second.
Second method is applicable. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ 4ನೇದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ. Second method. So as for second method, you solve the problem. Date, installment, interest, principal. No depreciation column. 5 marks question. 1796 is the first date of payment, 6000. Half year installment. Half year installment, for every half year you have to give the installment. So 1796 is the first 6 month completes. Then next 6 month completes on 1197, 6000. Am I right or wrong? From 1196 to 17, 6 month, half year. Thereafter another half year. Next half year is 1797, 6000. 1198, 6000. Then these are the okay, these are the installments. 5 installments are here. Then rate of interest is 10%. Rate of interest is 10%, you see here. 10% is the rate, but you don't calculate 10% because installments are half yearly. So you calculate half yearly interest. Annual interest is 10%. Okay, annual interest is 10%. Half yearly interest you calculate. Half yearly interest is 10 into 6 by 12, 5%. Remember this. In the previous problem, 3 months interest you calculated. Here, half yearly interest I calculated. So you apply the equation for the last installment. 6000 to 5 by 100 is equal to 286. 286 you deduct in the installment. Principal is 5714. Then you add the principal here. 6000 plus 5714. 11,714 into 500. 559. 6000 minus 559 is equal to 5,441. 5,714 plus 5,441 plus 6,000. What is the total? I think it is 17,555 into 5 divided by 505. 817 is the interest. Principal is 5,183. You take the total of these three. These three total plus 6,000. 22,338. 5 by 100. 1,064 interest. So principal is 4,936. 4,936 plus 5,183 plus 5,441 plus 5,714 plus 6,000 is equal to 27,720. Sorry, 274 into 5 by 100. 1,299. Principal is 4,701. Here also I calculated interest for first installment. This is a installment, not cash down. Therefore, you calculate interest. Now you take the total. Total is 30,000 installment, higher purchase price. Interest is 4,025. Then principal is 25,975. 25,975 is called as cash price. So you write as cash price. Cash price of the machine is 25,975. This is the 5 marks question. In this way you calculate. Okay. Then only 2 minute time is there. You see this problem. I will explain it. The annuity method, which is I not explained, the fifth method of interest calculation. Fifth method of interest calculation is annuity method. I have not explained this method. First 4 methods I explained previously. Annuity method of interest calculation is not explained. Remember this. So I will calculate the interest under fifth method. How to calculate interest under fifth method? That is annuity method. Okay. In the annuity method, you calculate the cash price first. You calculate cash price first and then apply the first method of calculating the interest. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳು. annuity method ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಂದ್ರ annuity method ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಂದ್ರ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದೇ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ವಿತ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಒಂದೇ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯಾವುದು? ವಿತ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್. You see here, a Quality company, Quality purchased a machine. Purchase machine, asset is machine. On hire purchase system over a period of 5 years. Payable annual installment. Annually payable 10,000. 5 years you have to pay 10,000 at the end of every year. First year end, second year end, third year end, fourth year end, fifth year end. Every year you have to pay 10,000. At the end of the year, you have to pay 10,000. Vendor charges interest as 10%. Rate of interest is 10%. Okay. The cash value of the machine is taken on the present value of NET, of which 10,000 for 5 years.